Now, we're going to take a few minutes so that you can get to know one of our favorite people at Heart of the City.
I was born in Saskatchewan, Canada. I lived there for a whopping 8 months before my dad moved us up to Soldotna in Alaska. He was an oil worker, and then he got another job across Cook Inlet in a place called Granite Point. My mom, she convinced my dad to move to Chugiak, and we did, and I've been there ever since. My name is Rodney Wild. So I grew up in Chugiak. I went to elementary school at Birchwood Elementary, went to high school at Chugiak High School. Of course, being Canadian, I played hockey my entire life, so I played high school hockey at Chugiak. I was fortunate enough to be able to play at the University of Alaska Anchorage for 4 years. During the time we were actually winning a lot of hockey games, and a lot of people came to watch us play, which was kind of fun. After graduating UAA, I went down to San Diego State University. With me went my future beautiful bride, Betsy. After we got married, we went on a very romantic honeymoon, driving my car from Oregon to Minneapolis, where I stayed to continue my education. And she went back home to Chugiak to live with my parents for the next 2 years. God bless her. After Minnesota, I came home back to Chugiak and did some subbing and managed to land myself a teaching job at Chugiak High School, where I graduated from. I've been the head hockey coach there for about the last 19 years. In the meantime, we managed to put together quite the family. Our oldest was Brian, and Miranda, and Lena, and Talon is our youngest. The end of 2014, December 30th actually, tragedy struck our family. We lost our oldest son, Brian, and it was unexpected. And so we were in a bad place. I specifically was in a super bad place. And being raised in an atheistic household, I was raised to believe that you solve your own problems, that people who believe in God are people who are weak. And then I'm faced with this situation that I realize rather quickly that I can't handle on my own. I needed help, and my wife took it upon herself to find help from God. Betsy found Heart of the City. I remember when we first started coming, it was a struggle for Betsy to get me to go to begin with. It wasn't something that I was comfortable with, looking forward to, but I do remember coming, the first few times, and I was the guy like some of you are right now that are standing in the back. That was me. But the more I came, the more I started to listen. And the more I started to listen, the more I began to learn. So I became eventually, over the course of several months, going from the guy who was reluctant to come to church to the guy that is showing up because there's a crazy guy on stage, tattoos and dressed funny that's really entertaining, to the guy that him and his entire family get baptized. God really saved my life and the life of my family, my wife and my children. And he did that through Heart of the City. And Heart of the City is not this steel building. Heart of the City is this community. It's the people who come here. And what I love about Heart of the City is that regardless if you're a believer or non-believer, you are welcomed here and you are loved here.